Everything here has been serviced and getting ready to go. Oh, we got a flat tire there. I'll have to fix that. Getting everything serviced and ready to rock for the season. So today I'm talking about my 5 favorite or 5 best worst decisions. Being a lawn care business owner or business owner of any kind comes with making a ton of bad decisions. And if you're going to be a great business owner, that comes with making a ton more. But I'm going to share some of mine because maybe they will help you. And these aren't in order of importance, so don't think about it like that. These are just random things that come to my head. Number 1, no days off mentality. I did a summer where I worked 97 days straight. So I believe that that's what I needed to do, was work 97 days straight. And so I did it. And the problem with doing that and working that way, get some lights in here, thank you. The problem with working that way is I was a father. I am a father of 2 girls. I'm married. So I'm active in my church. I'm an elder at my church. There's just all these different nuances in my personal life that require my attention as well in order to be healthy and function properly. And I was denying those areas because I was working so much. I want to encourage you to try and find time to take days off because it allows you not only to rest and recuperate, but also you want to have time of reflection so that you can make adjustments and tweaks. The Bible tells us that God created everything in 6 days and then he rested on day 7, right? And one of the things he did when he rested was he looked back over his creation and he graded it. You know what I mean? He said, it is very good. It's more difficult to do a block of 97 days worth of work and reflect on that than it is to reflect on 7 to 14 days. This will help you be able to look at and examine your body of work, you know, that's not such a massive collection of work. Number 2, purchasing without the end in mind. So you can see we've got some of the work trucks out here. Guys are gone for the day, so we're missing this truck here. Missing the other trucks down there, but purchase without the end in mind, right? So as you can see, 2 Dodges here. I'm a Dodge guy. I'd rather my employees run Dodges. The thing is, what I did, I started making good money. I went out and bought a nice new shiny truck. This is a 2019 Dodge Ram, and that wasn't enough. I had to replace the headlights. I got LED headlights put in. I got special lights put in here on my turn signals. My rear, I tinted all the windows. I got rear tint, honeycomb tint on there, and on it, like just doing stuff that really served no purpose. The interior of the truck, and you know, putting speakers and stuff in, just stuff that, as if purchasing the truck wasn't enough. I went and did all this extra stuff because I'm dubbing it as a personal truck as well as a work truck. You want to be careful and you want to be mindful when you're making purchases from the standpoint of your business. I'm hiring 5-6 more guys this year, which means I'm going to need another truck or 2. And guess what? I'm not going to go out and buy another $50,000 truck for them to drive in. It's not duplicatable. It doesn't make a lot of sense in terms of longevity and thinking with the end in mind, vision down the line. Here's a great example. I got a job for potholes. It was at one of my restaurant chains that I service. And guess what? They are like, hey, since you're here doing all the grass, why don't you do the potholes? I was like, great, yeah, it's a great opportunity. So because it was a present opportunity and I wanted to make more money, I went out, bought the tools, trained all my guys, and then we came and did the job. And here's the problem. Now I have all those tools. These guys have that skill, but no one's ever asked me to do potholes since because I'm a lawn company. They're going to ask the asphalt guy or the construction guy to come do potholes. They're not going to hire a lawn company to do potholes. And I wasn't thinking about that. Number 3, I think, is being my own accountant. Just when I first started as a sole proprietor, it was okay for me to just keep the books, file taxes, you know, run payroll, financially advise, make some financial decisions. I felt like I could save that money and I could handle that responsibility by myself. Now here it is 5 years later, and guess what? Now I'm having to hire my current CPA in financial institutions and payroll administrations. Now I'm not only hiring them to keep everything going forward, but I also have to hire them to fix everything that I messed up. So everything that I missed, every filing that I missed, every tax thing that I missed, like they have to now go back and fix that. That's gonna cost me more money than it would have cost me if I would have just done that in the first place and just hired a company to handle payroll, hired somebody to give me financial education and advice, hired somebody to professionally do my taxes. If you are big enough in your business to go legit, consider yourself big enough to hire a team to help you manage your business. All right. That's something I want you to consider. Now, if you're sweet with math, you have the time, you can dedicate, sit down, do all that stuff, cross all your T's, dot all your I's, go for it. But I know for me, I had a lot of skin in the game. I had to physically be out there. There was a lot of owner operator my first 2-3 years of business. And because of that, I didn't have the ability to do that. And then in my free time, do all of the bookkeeping. Free yourself up from that stress and just make sure you have those things in process. I call it financial infrastructure. So the last one is the onboarding process. What we used to do, literally, I used to just hire guys off of the street. I think I hired 2 guys off of park benches. Literally, I hired maybe 2 or 3 guys out of gas stations. They saw me gassing up trucks, came by, hey, you hiring? Let me get your number. Meet me here at the warehouse tomorrow. We'll get going. That was my hiring process. I hired 2 or 3 guys from my church. I hired a family member who had freshly got home from prison. I didn't have a process to weed them out. I didn't have a process to kind of make sure they were going to be able to hold the standards or to clearly outline the standards. It makes for a very difficult, it's very difficult to create culture within your company when you're hiring people without a employee infrastructure. All right. So now today when we did hiring, I have job applications in English, job applications in Spanish. I've learned my lesson. We have guys set up, through official payroll. We have employee handbooks that we give out. We're setting guys up with the standards, and they actually have to come in, do orientation and a training. Those were things that I did not do my first couple years of hiring. The other thing that it creates is you end up locking yourself into being an owner operator. When you do that, you will always be in the field fixing somebody's mistakes, fixing somebody's issues. And so you want to be careful of taking that route. Don't wing it. Take some time. Think through how can you effectively onboard guys. Let's make sure that we are getting ourselves an employee infrastructure. So hopefully these 4 things that I discussed today, these 4 decisions will help you out in your business endeavors. If you're making those decisions, let's go ahead and start making the adjustments now. Let's tweak the adjustments, especially because it's February. We know that spring rush is coming up. You can get ready. You can make a lot of these changes in time for the spring rush. Get your infrastructures, get your team, re-examine how you deal with days off. Watch how you make purchases, right? So all of these things are things that you can do actively, get them fixed, get them squared away, and be in the best position to move forward in your company. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. I hope you enjoyed today's information. I will catch you guys on the next video. Thank you so much. Peace.